Hey, and welcome to the weather.fm, bringing you all of the latest forecasts in your neck of the woods.
Oh my fucking god, there's a hurricane! Everybody get the fuck out! We're all gonna die!
You're clipping
Oops,
real down
sorry.
the microphone. I think I have it turned up too. Let me see.
Maybe, because I was pretty
Let me work
far.
on my audio volume.
I backed away from the mic to scream. Sorry, guys.
Oh yeah, I'm clipping like way the fuck out. Hey,
now that we've destroyed your auditory receptacles.
Welcome to the weatherchannel.fm. God, this is really, really clipping. What did I do?
It's a shit show.
The mic is turned like way up.
What'd you do, Victor?
Jesus fucking Christ. There we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah.
Hey!
That's definitely clipping. But anyways, this is my average talking volume.
This is the way we usually talk.
So now you guys have got to hear what it's like for me to audio check. Which is usually what I do before we start recording.
We usually just scream nonsense into the microphone.
Yeah, scream nonsense into the microphone.
I forgot to start the timer.
Hope's got to start the timer. Anyways, welcome to the weatherchannel.fm. Today's forecast is there is a fucking hurricane coming. It's gonna be huge, guys. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be a big deal. This hurricane is gonna annihilate everyone. You better get on top of your roof now, because there's gonna be rivers going through the streets. There's gonna be the fucking houses are gonna get destroyed. There's gonna be the homeless people floating through the river, dead. They're gonna be dead. There's gonna be dead homeless floating everywhere. Everyone's gonna die. It's gonna be so big. It's gonna be so dramatic. It's gonna be so extreme. You better get ready. You better take all your money out of the ATM, because the power's gonna go out. No one's gonna be able to get money from the ATMs. You better go to Walmart. You better buy 700 bottles of water, because there's not gonna be any water. There's not gonna be any food. You better buy a lot of chips. You better buy a lot of strudels. You better check off your fucking bucket list. You better take your car and put it in a parking garage.
Motherfucker.
You better take your car, take it to a parking garage, take the bus home now so your car doesn't get fucked. You gotta go down my checklist, my to-do list of hurricane prevention. You better buy some ponchos. You better buy some diapers, because you're gonna be shitting your pants on top of your house. You better buy some toilet paper for flotation devices, because it's gonna get rained on and you're not gonna be able to use that toilet paper. You better buy a book, because you're gonna need to read, because all of your electronic devices are gonna fail after you've been on your roof for 3 days. You better buy a fucking fishing pole so that you can fish off of your roof and get raw fish to eat, because you're gonna be stuck on your roof for 7 weeks.
You're forgetting the most important preparedness item that everyone should have.
A dildo? Strap-on?
That's second. Number one, of course, is some Flex Seal.
Oh yeah, some Flex Seal.
Because that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. There's gonna be a lot of damage.
There's gonna be a lot of damage.
We already went around. We Flex Sealed all of our windows.
We Flex Sealed our ass cracks.
Yes, our butt cracks, so the water can't get in. so that the disease can't get in, because there's gonna be diseases floating around in the water.
The Giardia is gonna be fucking rampant, you guys.
It's gonna be rampant. It's gonna be GR all over the place. It's gonna be catastrophic. There's gonna be looting. There's gonna be danger.
It's gonna be real lewd.
Lewd, yes. Anywho, the hurricane will have passed by the time this comes out.
By probably like 6 months.
Yes. What are you talking about?
I'm being hyperbolic, but whoa.
We're trapped home with nothing to do, so maybe I'll upload this sooner, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Depends on how much we hang out. The other ones are uploaded right now. They're coming out.
Oh, really?
There's only one left. It's gonna come out on Friday. It's already scheduled.
You.
Hope gave me a little kiss. I'm proud of you too. Anyways, there's a hurricane going on. Woo!
Hurricane Flojo.
It's been quite tedious, because all week, all anyone has talked about or communicated is that there is a hurricane coming. And it was supposed to be, it was category 3, and then it picked up to a category 4. And I was like, oh my god, it's heading right towards us. It's gonna go all the way up to Washington, D.C. It's 3 states big. It's the biggest hurricane of all time. It's the biggest hurricane that man has ever known. The East Coast is gonna be devastated.
Oh, moose. Oh, shit.
There's literally weathermen saying that it's gonna be so catastrophic and people are gonna die.
There was a weatherman who said that if you don't get out, you're going to die. And your children are going to die.
Yes,
he went out of his way to clarify that not just you, but also your progeny are all going to die.
Your pets are gonna die. Everyone's gonna die. People are posting all these images of, like, Houston or whatever that had the big, like, fucking, hurricane hit and, like, the whole fucking shit was wiped out. They're like, this is gonna be Virginia and North Carolina. You guys are fucked. Everything's gonna die. Everyone's posting memes about the hurricane and how you're supposed to shoot guns at it to make it go away, or shoot Beyblades at it to scare it off.
And the Machine.
There's all these memes, all the hurricane memes, and it's like...
This is how serious people here take this shit.
Yes, but it's grown every year I've ever been alive. Like, there's always the big hurricane every year where everyone fucking flips out. The weather people are, you're gonna evacuate. They evacuated part of the city.
They evacuated part of Norfolk.
In Norfolk, Virginia, Zone A territories were evacuated yesterday.
Yes.
Christ.
Actually, yeah, yesterday.
Did anyone evacuate? I seriously doubt it.
People were talking about it.
Some
people did.
Only my professor who decided to evacuate by flying to San Francisco and fucking off.
Yeah, I mean, that was really more of an excuse just because he wanted to fuck off more.
Oh, yeah, this is a cool tower because you have to create a fire to burn these things away.
Oh, shit. Well, time to light a fox on fire.
But anyways, so now this is... Like, last night, the hurricane was supposed to start, as telegraphed by the news. They were saying it's gonna fucking... God, yeah, it went up to a Category 4. It was supposed to blow through Virginia all the way up to D.C. And then they were saying, oh, it's gonna hook down, and it's mostly gonna hit North and South Carolina. And now it's at the point where it's hooking so far down that it's not even hitting us. And it's become downgraded to a Category 2 from a Category 4. And it's just like, every fucking time they just overhype these storms, man. They so fucking hype that they tell you you're gonna die. Walmart is fucking gutted. Everyone's been flocking to the grocery stores to fucking get all these supplies because, it's gonna be the end times, man. You better get your fucking hurricane survival kit, man. Everyone's gonna die. And then sure enough, today, we wake up and it's like, oh, it's not even raining outside. It's just a little windy.
Yep.
Then we drive around. We're trying to buy Magic the Gathering cards. So we
fucking...
We go to Walmart. Walmart's closed. We go to Target. Target's open. And then it's like all the people who are in Target now, because everyone already bought their groceries all week. People were flocking to the stores to buy groceries. They were flocking out to get gas. Mm-hmm. Like, gas stations were running out of gas. Grocery stores were totally empty. You know, we went shopping on like Monday, which we usually go shopping on Tuesday, and it was already people fucking... You know, today's Thursday. On Monday, people were freaking out, buying as much as they could at the grocery store. People buying wine bottles and water bottles, just like in total panic.
Some people
everyone's in a frantic high going
just buying,
through.
like 5 bottles of wine.
Yes,
pretty classic.
There's a lady there just buying 5 bottles of wine.
She was a nurse, though. She knows.
Yeah, she was a nurse. It was pretty funny. People frantically buying all this shit, freaking out, and then we go out today, and it's like we're going around Target. And it's just a bunch of middle-aged ladies who you know can't sit still for an entire day. Like, they saw it wasn't storming outside, and they were like, oh, well, I guess I'm gonna go shop at Target. It's just all these middle-aged ladies, like, scurrying around quickly, buying yoga pants at Target.
Well,
and people buying board
yoga
games.
In the storm?
It was also people buying, families buying board games.
Dad! Monopoly! It's only $20!
There's this dad, and he's got Jurassic Park, the board game. And he's showing his kids, like, guys, look, it's Jurassic Park. It's got dinosaurs. It's gonna be cool. And the kid sees this Monopoly game, and he grabs it and goes, Dad! Monopoly! $20! Dad! It's Monopoly for $20!
I can't believe Monopoly costs $20, first of all.
Oh, yeah, they're ripping kids off for sure.
That's highway robbery.
I'm like, first of all, do they already own Monopoly? Because he knows what it is, which means he's played it.
He's clearly played it.
He was very excited about it. He probably either already owns Monopoly, plays a Monopoly app game.
Yes, that's possible.
Or one of his friends has Monopoly, and he played it at his friend's house.
Right.
And they made a big deal about it. Let me make sure we're recording.
Uh-oh.
I just got nervous. Anywho.
A random bout of anxiety appears.
Yes. Okay, we are recording. We're already 10 minutes in. Beautiful. Okay.
Alright, so yes, there was a child who was very excited about Monopoly.
Yes.
And it's $20 for
and
Monopoly.
it's $20
I can't believe
for
how
Monopoly.
offensive that is.
It's pretty funny. But anyways, yes, everyone's been freaking about the store. It was pretty fucking funny going around to these Walmarts and Targets, which it's apparently impossible to buy individual packets of Magic the Gathering cards at Walmart and Target these days. They just don't exist. You can only buy decks. So we had to actually go to a local comic store, which is agonizing. You already know how I feel about that.
Well, to be fair, Comic Kings is a lot less obnoxious.
They are the best. Because
the guy totally
the guy
doesn't really... there's no questioning as to why, oh, well, what are you buying?
Yeah.
What's this? Why did you choose this? And you're like, dude, I don't know. Like, because we went to Local Heroes to buy our decks originally.
Yeah.
And as we go to check out, the guy is like, he comments on like the character that's on the front of Victor's deck, and he was like, oh yeah, you do you like, Sweeveball the Magninator? And Vic's like,
it's the Johnny deck.
We've never even played this game. We're
he
just testing it out.
He was like, "Oh, are you buying this for some sort of purpose?" And I'm just like,
no,
"Dude,
I just like to buy pieces of paper and throw them away."
We said, "Let's try to play Magic the Gathering." Let's go. We went to the store, we looked at all the decks, and we picked the ones that seemed the most neat to us.
Yeah. This
one seemed like it was kind of paladin themed, and like that's generally the characters I go for those kinds of games. So I was like, "Oh, I'll try the paladin-y deck."
Right. And I picked the deck that has a bunch of monsters in it.
Yeah.
That's what I enjoy.
Monsters.
And, of course, the guy has to say something about my deck as well. And I bought these fucking stupid, earrings for my friend because her birthday is coming up. They're Bob from,
They're
Twin
awful.
Peaks.
They are the worst
They're
earrings
awful,
ever.
But...
Like, that's the point, though.
She's been super depressed, and I know they'll make her happy, so I was like, well, I'm going to buy them
It's
for
super
her.
normie core, funny
Yes,
joke
it's
earrings.
very, very normie core. But anyway, so I was buying them for her, and the guy, looks at them, and he was like, what is this? And I was like, it's Bob from Twin Peaks?
It's
And
like,
he's
you
oh.
sell this,
and I'm
you
like,
piece of shit.
You work at the fucking comic book store, dude, really? You're gonna ask me? Alright.
That comic book store is so depressing because, they used to not have all of that nerd
Extra,
merch.
yeah.
And then every year you go in and you see the nerd merch section growing and growing and growing, and now they have more pops, they have more merch, now they have these obnoxious earrings, and it's like, this is starting to look like an FYE.
It really actually, yeah, you're right. It is reminiscent
they're struggling
of an FYE.
But that comic store is the one where they have every new comic series
that is
released. Every indie comic, they have tons of local comics, they have all the Tumblr comics. It's these guys are the most hardcore, so they have to make up for it with bullshit,
Yes, bullshit that normies that
oh my god, this guy is intense. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man, arrows. Fucking holy shit, that guy gunned me the fuck down.
Out of arrows, out of life.
Devastated.
But yeah.
Anyways, hurricanes.
Hurricanes, am I right?
So the hurricane is happening right now.
Technically.
You guys will already know this if tomorrow we do a hurricane live stream. I have a plan to do a live stream during the hurricane, which will already have happened by the time you hear this episode, if it has happened. But, yeah, that's going on. It's very pathetic, so I doubt that we will have any hurricane to stream.
Yeah, it's looking like that is not...
Oh my god.
That's
that was a
just
good sound.
Truck.
Oh, that's a truck. Okay, I thought that was wind. I was like, holy shit, that's amazing.
Nah, it's a truck.
Go fucking figure.
Victor, we're not gonna get a big event.
Yeah.
It's gonna just be rain.
What's your history with hurricanes? What's the most intense hurricane story you have? Oh my god, he killed my
horse!
horse! You motherfucker! You son of a bitch! You killed my horse! You motherfucking bitch! Get...
Oh my god!
Fuck you! No!
He killed your horse and then he killed you.
This son of a bitch! I'm getting him!
Oh,
you don't fuck with my horse!
Boy. Does your horse come back if you die?
Yeah, because it's gonna put me back to the last safe spot, I guess.
Okay, so hopefully
so we won't be dead.
Revived.
But wow. Just wow. That motherfucker shot my horse to death.
He sure did.
Alright, you son of a bitch. Let's do this. Let me
now
let's
fucking on.
let's take care of this guy, then we'll get back to hurricane stories.
It's game time, bitch. Seems like
Can I not block while I'm on a horse?
I don't know.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Good God. This is the tactical espionage that this game was meant for.
Oh, bitch!
Hey!
Bitch! Fuck you!
Tough guy.
Yeah, he's like the strongest kind of dude, so that's why he was able to fuck up my horse so bad.
Yeah, he fucking wrecked it.
Let's see, what should I use on
God.
this guy?
You gonna just lightning him to death? Nice.
I make him drop his weapon so I don't get hurt. And then I use battle axe. Bloof!
You can't hurt me. These shades are Gucci.
Oh, yeah, and so the song at the start of the episode was a hurricane song.
Yes.
If anyone didn't notice.
For those of you who aren't educated.
Oh yeah. Okay, hurricane story.
Panic at the Disco.
Tell me your most intense hurricane story.
Okay.
There's not a lot around here in Virginia. We get a hurricane every year, but as I said, it's always bullshit.
Yeah, we get a hurricane basically every year. It's usually not that exciting. The worst one I would say had to be Isabel when I was in middle school.
That's the legendary one that actually did damage.
That's a lot of damage.
A lot of damage.
But yeah, it did a lot of damage. Isabel was bad because it lasted a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And as I recall, we were out of power for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it was just 2 weeks of, because it was summer, so it was fucking hot as hell outside. So it's just 2 weeks of, being in the dark with nothing to do, school isn't in, and you're just sweating your balls off.
Nice.
You're just dying, and you have nothing to do but sit and think about your own fucking existence for, 14 hours a day.
Oh yeah, you didn't have siblings.
Correct.
So you didn't get to just go outside and play and like hang out.
Nope.
Were you just alone? You didn't have friends come over or anything?
Victor, I was the only kid in my neighborhood, and all my friends lived half an hour away in Chesapeake.
Oh, damn, that sucks. Oh, yeah, because you went to a school that was far away.
I had nothing.
So your friends didn't come over a lot?
No.
Ah.
It had to be very deliberate to have my friends come over. Like,
I think my horse is
dead. We did hang out, like, usually once a week on Fridays, but it would be right after school, because that was the easiest time, because I was already out in Chesapeake, and it would be easy to drop everybody off after. So I had nothing to do for 2 weeks.
That
I just
sucks.
fucking had to, like, sit there and just... Oh, my God. It was horrible, basically.
Yeah.
It was not a good time.
I had siblings. My best friend lived up the street, so I don't remember it being agonizing.
It was pretty bad for me.
But, like, because the hurricane was bad for us. Because in our house, I remember... like, that we were, like, huddled up in the den scared as the power was out and everything. It, like, to me, it was always exciting and fun, I always
like
love
the adrenaline.
hurricanes. I love just, like, there's nothing cooler to me than how the environment changes around you after a storm and during a storm. Because it's, like, this surreal experience of, like, this extreme, intense thing that, like, it shakes up the world around you, and like it's not the same after that. It can dramatically change your surrounding area, and like you go outside and it feels like you're in another fucking world, and just like nature trumping everything that man has created.
Jesus
There's nothing
Christ.
to stop it. These guys are really fucking me
These
up. These
guys are wrecking shit.
Like, I've always thought it was super cool and aesthetic and interesting. But during Hurricane Isabel, we lived in Newport News, and then like a tree had fallen on a power line right by our house. Mm-hmm. And it also fell across the street and blocked it, so you couldn't leave that side of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like, it was really fucking bad. And then during the hurricane, like, because I think it was multiple days, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I think during, like, the second day or something, like, a friend of my dad's, or it was my uncle or something, got, like, free hotel rooms for us.
Oh, nice.
At like, a Four Seasons.
Nice.
Or no, it was the Omni Hotel. So it was, like, a really nice hotel.
That's so fancy.
And so we were able to, like, stay at the hotel and wait it out because our house had no power and stuff.
Right.
And we brought, like, an N64 and all that and had a decent time, I think.
So you had a fairly good experience.
Yeah.
And I had a
I can't
terrible
remember it super well.
experience. I had
like,
to take cold showers.
God, yeah.
It was
I probably
awful.
only showered every 3 weeks at that time when I was, like, 10 years old.
Well, that's nice for you.
10
But
or
for
11,
me,
but...
I had to take ice cold showers.
Yes. I remember it being fun and cool. And, like, I didn't really know what was going on in the grander context, you know? Because I had no frame of reference for, like, how extreme this was.
Exactly.
I just knew that it was cool and we got to stay at a hotel and, like, it was... Yeah, we didn't have to go to school, so to me it was just awesome. And I'm the kind of person who... I'm one of those strange people who kind of, like, always is wishing for some sort of, like, tragedy.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, some sort of strange, thing that just shakes up everything you're doing, you know? I don't know why that's so interesting to me.
Victor does love that shit.
It's quite weird. Because then when it happens, it's like, oh wait, this sucks. But, like, anytime I'm getting sick or anything, I'm always like, I almost would rather have it be extreme than nothing at all. Because when it's nothing, then it's just like you get hyped up, you get super inconvenienced, and then it was nothing and you just wasted your time, you know? Like, you put all this money and effort, and, you know, you bought all these hurricane supplies, and it got hyped up for days, and it's such a fucking distraction, where, like, now that we're thinking about a hurricane for days, no one is thinking about working or anything, people are canceling stuff, and it's like, all of this fucking inconvenience, all these stores are shutting down, everyone's losing money, you know, for an entire weekend, and then nothing happens.
Yeah.
So, like, that sucks. Everyone lost a ton of money and a ton of inconvenience. People had to evacuate, and then nothing even happened. That sucks to me. I feel like I'm always calling on the fucking ultimate jinx of the universe to come and just fuck us because, like, I wanted it, you know? But I can't help it. It's just, I've always been that way.
It is the Victor way.
I've always wanted the more interesting thing to happen. I don't know why. But anyway, so that was my hurricane experience. I mean, we've had other trees fall on our house and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that had happened with a tree in our backyard. Like, I keep forgetting that, whoa, a kite shield?
Nice.
Whoa.
Mid-battle
cool.
flight.
It's a shield that you can fly on. Let me equip that shit.
That's crazy.
What the fuck?
We had tons of trees fall around our house when growing up, just because my neighborhood is heavily wooded.
Really full of trees.
There's so many trees.
I never had a tree fall when I lived in that neighborhood.
And they just fell every couple years. A tree would fall or be almost falling, and we would just take care of it, and it wasn't a big fucking deal.
Guys, ironically, in early high school, me and Hope lived in the same neighborhood, like 3 blocks away from each other, and we didn't know each other until after I had moved out of that neighborhood.
Yep.
Very interesting. We definitely would have hung out and been friends. Boom, bitch!
Aww.
God damn! Just sucked that motherfucker in the face!
Drive by moose
Get the fuck out my motherfucking face!
Jesus.
Just heard a fucking moose that I just slammed into.
He didn't even fucking see it coming.
That was amazing. Go fuck a Lionel.
Uh-oh.
I almost feel like I'm cheating when I don't fight the Lionels when I go through these places. Like, am I earning the experience if I don't fight that guy?
I don't know. There was
But I don't have the resources to fight him in this Let's Play.
Definitely the most unique thing that ever happened was the time one of those tiny little Cessnas, like, crashed in our backyard. That was cool.
What's a plane?
It's a tiny plane.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
How?
It just crashed in our backyard.
Huh.
A little tiny Cessna. One morning I woke up and there was just a little plane crashed like in the backyard right on the border between us and our neighbor behind us. There was just a little plane back there.
Neat.
And my dad went and took pictures of it.
Wow. How could you not? It's hilarious.
Just a little plane in my backyard. No. Don't be silly. Nobody gives a shit. It's just a little plane.
That is bizarre.
I don't even know how the little plane got out, now that I think about it. Mm-hmm. Someone clearly had to come get it, but...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Any other storm-related stories? There was a fucking almost a tornado the other day.
Oh yeah, we had a tornado.
Completely unrelated to the hurricane.
Well, really, it was a water spout. Because
yeah, but a water spout is just a tornado on the water. Like, it's still a fucking tornado.
We had a fucking water spout like 2 miles down the road from our house. It was crazy.
Bizarre.
I have lived here 26 years, and I have never seen a tornado.
We've had a bunch of tornado warnings, but it's another thing where people just hype the fuck out of something and then it doesn't happen. You know?
Oh, tornado warning, and you go, yeah, fucking okay,
it's
whatever.
Like, yeah, I'll fucking believe it when I see it.
I don't fucking buy it, but sure.
Sure enough.
But yeah, there was a fucking
Monday,
water spout 2 miles down the road from our goddamn house.
There's all these fucking videos of it online of this
it's
fucking
really cool.
Terrifying water spout.
It's super dope.
Pretty fucking awesome. Okay, I gotta like get a bomb under that guy.
I saw that video because Victor and I had been memeing about it earlier in the morning, and I was like, "Oh my god, Victor, there really was a fucking tornado."
There was an actual tornado in fucking Virginia.
It was fantastic.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a bomb up there.
Alright. Well. Get a running start.
I don't think that's what I'm supposed to do.
Nope.
I think I just gotta magnet it up. It's a magnet one.
I think so. I think you gotta magneto it.
Yeah. And then I probably gotta freeze it while it's falling, so I can get on top of it. Anywho, I guess, you know, I was stretching hurricanes to be a topic. Just because, I mean, it's happening right now. It's interesting.
Hurricanes are a thing.
It is indeed a thing that's going on right now.
Drop him.
What am I...
Drop him.
What am I doing?
I don't know.
Why would I drop him?
Because then it won't fall on your crate. Because then you can go get the treasure chest.
Yeah, but like the treasure
he's not
chest
gonna stay
isn't
on
the
the
puzzle.
platform. That's annoying.
Yeah, because they're moving. I mean, you gotta freeze it, and then you gotta get there into the chest in time. Oh, it probably has a key in it. Okay, I am supposed to do that. I was thinking that that was just a bonus treasure chest and not the puzzle, but it is the puzzle.
Here to help.
Yeah. I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Oh yeah, Victor, we had a good 9/11.
Yeah. So our anniversary is 9/11.
In case you were curious.
It's half sort of our actual anniversary and half our
meme.
appointed meme anniversary because it's a debate between me and Hope of when we actually became a couple.
Yes.
I argue that it was in early September and Hope argues that it was all the way in October, which is not true.
It's not earlier in September.
Anyway, so it's 9/11.
Well, it's 9/11 because I have actual like memories and proof because I was at a friend's bachelorette
that
party.
was 9/11.
Yes.
Okay.
One of my
I thought
good
it
friends
wasn't actually 9/11.
was having her bachelorette party on 9/11, and I
Yeah.
remember texting with Victor during that party because I was
that was
drunk.
the confirmation of us getting together.
And so that's why 9/11 became the day.
That was like it was ambiguous until then, but then that day was like
confirmation.
Verbal
day.
confirmation.
It was like our quinceañera.
Yes.
There's nothing more interesting than listening to people talk about their anniversary, right?
People like this shit, man. But yeah, so it's been 3 years.
3 years of pure
and it's been
torture.
one year of Vic and Hope. Someone interestingly pointed out that they re-listened to like the Splatoon and Shadows of the Damned Let's Plays because it's been a whole year.
Wow.
And then they were saying that the latest Breath of the Wild Let's Plays have just kind of reiterated a lot of the same stuff.
It's probably true.
And he said it was interesting, you know.
Nothing has changed.
the cycles that I go through. And it's like, I guarantee if you go back through the old Digibros Let's Plays, that I'll be saying the same shit. Because that's just life. You go in cycles, you know? Especially
Everything
adult
is
life
cyclical.
where like your personality is set in stone. You're just kind of being the same guy year after year, you know? Reaffirming who you are all the time. Like, I'm 25. I am going to be the way I am for the rest of my life. Like, personality-wise, I'm going to be the same. You know, we're going to be the same. We'll have subtle changes in our perspective.
Yeah.
But in terms of our baseline personality, we're going to be pretty consistent. Because, like, 25 is supposed to be where you, like...
Your brain is set.
Yeah, your brain is set. You are that way for the rest of your life. And it seems like people seem to confirm that. This is the coolest shit! This is why this game is fucking dope. Look at that. That's a labyrinth.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
Going towards a labyrinth on a horse. Running away from a very scary monster that I should have fought, because it would have been cooler.
I was gonna say, I wonder if that Lionel is still chasing you.
Yeah, nah, he probably left me alone.
He probably left, yeah.
They make them pretty passive so that you don't have to fight them, but it's way cooler of a challenge to fight the fucking Lionel on your way into this labyrinth, you know?
Yeah.
Dun dun. It's a fucking maze.
But yeah, sorry for the cyclical content. That's human nature, though.
Yes, it's human nature. We're adults. We're gonna say it's just kind of like listening to all of Conrad's stuff lately. Like, he's just saying the same shit over and over and over again in a bunch of different podcasts, but it's like, that's what's on his mind, you know?
Yeah.
And people aren't getting it. And he did have a lot to deal with lately, so, like, I could see why he'd be obsessed with, like, a certain, certain topic, because, like, he thought he came to the end of people misunderstanding him, and then he put himself in the position to be extremely misunderstood by a lot of people by having really controversial opinions, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like he brought it upon himself to be judged by society. He's definitely in a still in that transitional period of, like, figuring out where the fuck he needs to go with his mentality and his content. Hopefully he finds it. But anyways, yeah. Cyclical nature of content.
Time. That's all.
Yeah. But it's like, I mean, we've been doing fucking hundreds of hours of me fucking talking on the internet. I'm gonna repeat myself. I'm not that complex of a person.
We're not Elon Musk, guys.
We tend to talk about ourselves, more than, like, general things. And when you start to talk about yourself a lot, like, you're gonna repeat yourself.
Yeah.
Because I fall into the same traps forever. I've always been a creature of habit. Anyway, I guess that's all I have to say about that. Glad everyone's enjoying the Let's Pulls.
Pulls?
I could look at the map and try to strategically figure out where I'm going, but I just want to run around in the maze.
Why don't you just put your hand on the left wall and just follow it the whole way?
Yeah.
Oh, you found something.
Yeah, a chest.
Let's see. Ice arrows.
Fuck yeah.
Fantastic. Well, we are at 30 minutes.
30 minutes? Alright.
Yes.
Okay, so we can basically end this.
The hurricane episode.
Considering we don't have to have fucking 50-minute episodes every time like we've been doing, which just really makes it difficult. Yeah.
Because then
we always accidentally do 50-minute episodes. But then our topics have been long enough to fill that, Yeah,
no, I'm not saying it hasn't been justified.
It's been very justified. We've been doing good, hopefully. I think everyone's been enjoying the show. They tell us all the time.
All
Thank
20
you
of you.
for reaffirming me.